exercise is amazing for opening up the vertebra of your thoracic spine. You're going to want to find 2 tennis balls and place them in a sock so that you've got a peanut shape. And then what you're going to do is start at your thoracic spine, which is right around here. And you're going to place the ball to the sides of your spine. You'll be lying on your back as relaxed as you can, palms up, and you're going to take some breaths. Each time you breathe out, feel your body settling down in towards the ground. And then you'll move the ball up a bit, trying to really isolate the one vertebra each time you've moved the ball. And you're going to move it up again. You can always roll your body too if that's easier. Taking the deep breaths, feeling your body melt around the ball. So you'll do that up until you get to approximately there. And you can just do that once. Next, we're going to work on another thoracic mobilization. You can take a foam roller and you'll place it at the bottom of your thoracic spine, right around here. You're lying there. Now you're going to keep your belly still this whole time so that we can isolate the thoracic spine without using the lower back. You can interlace your fingers behind your neck. Breathe in, breathe out, and you're going to lean back a little bit with your shoulders and upper back. Scooch forward about an inch, and again breathing in, breathing out, elbows up. Scooch forward again. Breathe in, breathe out, elbows up. And you'll proceed all the way until you've done the area right around here. And then you'll proceed down and do it again 1 inch at a time until you get back to the start. Next, we're going to do another thoracic mobilization that will also target your chest muscles to help further open up the thoracic spine. So you can lie on your side and put your roller between your ankles and knees so that it's sandwiched right between your shins. Your legs are bent 90 degrees, head is resting on your shoulder. You're going to take your top arm and touch your own shoulder. We're going to breathe in, breathe out. As you keep your abs tight and your belly button in the same spot, you're going to let yourself roll back a bit, trying to move from the upper back only. Breathe in again, breathe out, and see if you can go back a bit more. By this point, hopefully your head will be on the ground, which is fine. Breathe in again, breathe out, and avoid the temptation of letting the shoulder creep up towards the ear. And again, breathing in, squeezing the roller lightly is good. Breathe out. Help keep your thighs stable so your thighs aren't coming up off the mat. And then one more. And so wherever you end up is where you end up. Don't feel compelled to be on the floor. If you have to get to the floor just by letting your knees come like that, that isn't helping anything in your thoracic spine. So the legs do have to stay down for that one. And of course, flip over and do the other side too. Next, we're going to do another stretch that will help target your triceps, which are another area that can cause the thoracic spine to be locked down a bit, as well as get some of the pecs and upper back muscles relaxed to help with your thoracic mobility. So you can find a surface about 2 feet off the ground. You'll put your elbows on the surface. You'll touch your own elbows with your fingers. Then walking your hips back, keeping your abs engaged, you're thinking about pushing your armpits down towards the ground. And again, we're going to feed some breaths here into the ribs. So the side and back ribs are expanding. Belly muscles are tight to keep your back stable as you breathe. So you're taking some nice big breaths here, seeing if on the out breath you can push the shoulders down just a little bit more. The next one we're going to work on is called Wallbox. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this one, but don't worry, I can talk you through it and you'll understand. So you want to stand about 2 to 3 feet in front of a wall. If you have a wedge, great, that's helpful, but if not, you'll still be able to just do it on a wall and it should be fine. So we're going to stand arms up by your ears. You're going to stretch up really tall through your waist. Squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, reach back towards that wall, and then you're going to get to where your fingers are on the wall. From there, you're going to walk them down until you feel the point at which you're no longer able to spread the stretch from your lower back to your upper back, and that your lower back is maybe taking over. When you start to feel that, then you want to start walking your hands back up, and when you reach the top, you're going to push yourself forward using your core to stand up. Now, as you start walking down the wall, it is okay to move your feet forward just a little bit, but as you come back up, you want to make sure that wherever your feet are, you're going to be able to pull yourself off that wall and end up at standing, all with your core muscles, and you're able to do that using your entire core, and not just dumping forward into your lower back in order to get up. You're also not going to take a foot and kind of move it back and then push yourself up with a split stance. So when we do walkovers, we tend to have the one hip that's more flexible because our legs are split, but here we want to really make sure we're working on an even spine and both hips working equally as much. This next exercise is more closely replicating your bridge shape. I normally like to do it off of a couch, but we're going to use the pen mounts for today. The reason the couch can be good is you have more of a rounded edge to most couches, and that's just a little bit more even of a bend for your spine. So I will show you first without a weight, which is probably the best way to start if you haven't tried this. So your arms are just going overhead, and they're reaching towards the ground, and you're allowing your thoracic spine to bend, and your lumbar spine, you're keeping that stable by keeping your abs tight. If that feels fine, you can add a light weight, maybe a 3 to 5 pound, and then you're going to go ahead and hang that weight off. So this is going to be a lot of shoulders as well, which of course are part of the bridge. After your 30 seconds or so, you can drop the weight, and then come on up